Well, pretty clear, I think, now that the net zero green agenda, weakening this country, weakening our energy independence, and weakening our hand in negotiations with the European Union, who are eyeing up already a new fisheries deal. And we could be looking potentially at the EU looking to squeeze energy supply. Now, the Conservatives fully on board with this net zero, basically deindustrialisation strategy that is being continued by, of course, Ed Miliband and the Labour Party. I'm going to set out here what a disaster this is, not based on emotion or even opinion, but facts as to what exactly has been going on. Because already now you see Britain paying the highest electricity prices in the world, that the cost of power for industrial businesses now 4 times more expensive than America, simply not competitive. When you look at our domestic energy production, it's fallen recently to the lowest level on record. We imported a net 41.1% of energy last year, with North Sea oil production falling to the weakest level since records began in 1948. Gas output, the second lowest. And it's going to get even worse moving forward, because it looks like North Sea output could halve by 2030 under Labour's tax proposals. We're looking already at reliance on gas imports increasing to 70% by 2030, which I think is absolute madness. The UK became the first G7 nation to exit coal-fired power. When it comes to nuclear, I mean, just look at this. Almost half of the UK's current nuclear capacity due to be decommissioned by 2025. Only 1 new plant under construction. If no other new nuclear power stations are built, then that means the UK's nuclear capacity by 2050 will be a third of what it is today. And the reality is that expensive energy is killing people. The Economist, their modelling estimates high energy prices, killing 68,000 people in Europe. When you look at fracking and what that has done in terms of America, the American First Policy Institute there, finding that fracking has saved American consumers $203 billion each year through lower energy prices, equivalent to $2,500 each year for a family of 4, and saving many, many lives, as well as delivering plenty, hundreds of thousands of well-paid jobs. And, you can see the reality of this in America. Kamala Harris, someone who's been seen to be very anti-fracking in the past, even she's now having to say, her campaigner having to say in the run-up to this election, actually, the Vice President understands that natural gas prices will rise if fracking is banned. And so you now see the European Union, in terms of negotiations, seeing this potentially as a weak point for this country, that the EU will now demand continued fishing rights in our waters, and potentially could look to squeeze our energy supply as part of these negotiations. You see the EU's Maros Sefcovic there saying we have to ensure continued access to United Kingdom waters for EU fishing fleets. Well, the fact is, when it comes to stopping the boats, we've handed the French huge amounts of money, around £500 million, that deal between Rishi Sunak and the French President Emmanuel Macron. And we've seen, including recently, huge numbers of people still crossing. I would long ago have started revoking French fishing licenses, taken the boats back to France, demanded our money back. But in terms of these negotiations, pretty clear now that the European Union see energy as a weak point for the UK, and they're going to try and leverage that to try and continue to get access to our waters. Do let me know what you make of all of that in the comments below, please, guys. I will, of course, keep bringing you all the latest on this and much more. So please do like this video a quick thumbs up. And, of course, as ever, cheers for watching.